Hello everybody. It's time for NHK World Radio Japan Easy Japanese. I'm your host, Michelle Yamamoto.
And I'm Jonathan Shear. Let's have fun learning Japanese together.
Today we'll learn Lesson 25. Today's key sentence is
机の下に入れ
Get under the desk.
The main character of our skit is Anna, an international student from Thailand. When Anna is attending Professor Suzuki's Japanese class, the school building begins to shake.
Let's listen to the skit for Lesson 25. The key sentence is
机の下に入れ
Get under the desk.
地震だ。みんな落ち着いて、机の下に入れ。揺れは収まったようだ。
びっくりした。日本は本当に地震が多いですね。
Okay, let's explain the skit. Professor Suzuki said,
地震だ
It's an earthquake.
地震
Is an earthquake.
だ
Is a casual form of
です
which comes at the end of a sentence. Professor Suzuki continues,
みんな落ち着いて
Everybody keep calm.
みんな
Is everybody.
落ち着いて
Is the te form of the verb.
落ち着きます
To keep calm. It's a casual way of saying,
落ち着いてください
Please keep calm.
机の下に入れ
Get under the desk. This is a command, and it's today's key sentence.
机
Is a desk, or in this case, the desk each student is sitting at.
の
Is a particle linking nouns.
下
Is under.
机の下
Means under the desk.
に
Is a particle indicating the direction of a movement.
入れ
Means enter. In this case, get under. It is the command form of the verb
入ります
to get under. To enter. When an earthquake occurs, things may fall down from above, so people get under desks or tables to protect themselves.
This is our first time learning the command form of verbs.
The command form is often used to give directions at the time of an emergency, as in this case, and also for traffic signs. Then Professor Suzuki says,
揺れは収まったようだ
The shaking seems to have subsided.
揺れ
Is shaking.
は
Is the topic marker.
収まった
Is has subsided. It's the ta form of the verb
収まります
to subside and expresses the perfect aspect.
ようだ
It seems. It is a casual expression indicating that the speaker assessed the situation and has made a certain judgment about the state of affairs. You cannot use the masu form of the verbs before yoda. In this sentence, the ta form is used instead.
Is there a polite way of saying yoda?
Yes, it is.
ようです
Anna says,
びっくりした
I was surprised.
びっくりした
Means was surprised.
びっくりした
Is the ta form of the verb.
びっくりします
To be surprised. The ta form of the verb indicates the past tense or the perfective aspect.
日本は本当に地震が多いですね
Japan truly has many earthquakes, doesn't it?
日本
Is Japan. Wa is the topic marker.
本当に
Is truly.
地震
Is earthquakes.
が
Is the particle indicating a subject.
多い
Is an adjective meaning many.
です
Is a polite way of ending a sentence.
ね
Is a particle you add at the end of a sentence when you seek agreement.
Here we have wa, the particle indicating a topic, and nga, the particle indicating a subject. How are they different?
You have a good point. the topic means the theme of a sentence. It is indicated by wa. The subject is related to the topic and is indicated by ga and sometimes by wa. In the predicate part of a sentence, you express what the subject does or in what condition or situation the subject is. Here's a sentence that clearly shows the difference between the topic and the subject. Elephants have long trunks. Elephants is
象、
noses is,
鼻、
but in this case, because it's an elephant, it's a trunk. And long is,
長い。
so we say,
象は鼻が長い。
elephants have long trunks.
So the topic is elephants and the subject is trunks.
Right. Now, let's listen to the skit for lesson 25 again.
地震だ。みんな落ち着いて、机の下に入れ。揺れは収まったようだ。
びっくりした。日本は本当に地震が多いですね。
Next we have Teacher's Teacher, where the program supervisor, Professor Akane Tokunaga, teaches us today's point for learning.
Today, please teach us about the command form of verbs in detail.
Let's ask our teacher.
私が教えましょう。
Here's what she says. This is how to make the command form from the masu form of verbs. First, for the verbs that end with the vowel e in the syllable just before masu, you change masu to ro. For example, to eat
食べます。
becomes
食べろ。
eat. Next, for the verbs that end with the vowel e in the syllable just before masu, there are two patterns. One pattern is to change masu to ro. To get up
起きます。
becomes
起きろ。
get up. The other pattern is you drop masu and change the vowel in the syllable just before it to e. To get under or to enter.
入ります。
A verb in today's skit follows this pattern. It becomes
入れ。
get under or enter. But to come
来ます。
is an exception. It becomes
来い。
come. The command form is strong in its imperative meaning. Women usually don't use it. For a polite expression of command that both men and women can use, you can drop masu in the masu form of verbs and say
なさい。
in its place. To eat
食べます。
becomes
食べなさい。
eat.
That was today's Teach Us Teacher.
Next, our corner for sound words.
That's the sound of furniture shaking in an earthquake, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. In Japanese, we describe this sound by saying
ガタガタ。ガタガタ。
expresses how shelves and desks shake and rattle noisily. The following word is also about an earthquake.
ぐらぐら。ぐらぐら。
Expresses how buildings or furniture are shaking a lot and repeatedly, or how an object is unstable.
Before closing, Anna looks back on today's events and tweets. It's our corner for Anna's tweets.
今日は
When an earthquake occurs, the first thing we have to do is to get information on radio or TV. I was told to do so. Did you enjoy lesson 25?
Next time, too, we'll tell you about Anna's college life.
So join us again.
さようなら。